Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
The Tesla Model S needs rivals of height. First was the Porsche Taycan, and now Audi puts into play the e-tron GT, a relative of the aforementioned Porsche, which comes to be the electric champion of the brand. Exterior dimensions. We face two electric cars with 5-door body, two sedans with a certain air of coupe whose length is close to 5 meters. The Model S is 4.97 meters long, 1.96 meters wide and 1.44 meters high, with a wheelbase of 2.96 meters. The e-tron GT measures 4.99 in length, 1.96 in width and 1.43 in height with a wheelbase of 2.90 meters. The weight of these cars differs according to versions, so we will take the closest to each other, which are the Tesla Model S of 670 HP and all-wheel drive, and Audi RS e-tron GT of 598 with the possibility of temporarily offering 646 horsepower. From this, the first weighs 2,069 kilograms while the second 2,422. Interior measurements and habitability. Both the Model S and the e-tron GT homologate a maximum capacity of 5 seats, although with a different approach. Tesla's is presented as the 2021 update, a reformulation, especially of its cabin, which, while maintaining its essence, is more elitist and technological than ever. In addition to presenting a different design of the dashboard, it changes the position of the center console screen and equips a steering wheel that, at the expense of being the final, includes its own functions that were activated through levers such as turn signals. The new technological repository also adds another screen between the front seats so that the occupants of the rear seats have one. The habitability of this car is maximum and is enhanced by the premium finish that includes panoramic roof that increases the feeling of space. A space that really exists even when the rear bench seat is occupied by 3 travelers. The e-tron GT is a vehicle intended for regular use up to 4 occupants and very circumstantially 5, as the central rear seat is little less than testimonial. In fact, the rear bench arranges the shape of its seats in such a way that it is reminiscent of homologated vehicles with 2 seats in the back instead of 3. In any case, if 4 occupants travel, the comfort is maximum only if you travel in the passenger seat because, by positioning the seat far back, has plenty of legroom. The driver, with the exception of the steering wheel and pedals, enjoys considerable freedom of movement. Quite the opposite happens in the rear seats because the distance to the roof produces a fall on the rear seats that makes the free space of shoulders up as conditioned to the traveler does not exceed a height beyond 1.75. Audi e-tron GT cabin. In terms of design and technological chapter, it is possibly the most elitist Audi of those currently on the market, with a digital repository in line with the most elite models of the brand. Trunk. Both cars have 2 cargo spaces, a main trunk at the rear and a secondary one under the hood. The total volume of the Model S is 895 liters, divided into 745 at the rear and 150 at the front. The space of the e-tron GT is 490, 405 and 85 respectively. Needless to say, while the Teslas could accommodate all the luggage of a family on their way to their summer destination, the absolute capacity of the Audi allows to accommodate a large suitcase and add other smaller ones in the free space of the main one and some other type of hand or gym bag or travel bag in front. Engines and batteries. The Model S is marketed in Spain with 3 basic configurations: the e-tron GT, 2 e-tron GT versions, 476 horsepower e-tron GT Quattro, upgradable 2.5 seconds to 530 horsepower RS e-tron GT 598 horsepower, upgradable 2.5 seconds to 646 horsepower. The battery of all Tesla Model S has a usable capacity of 100 kilowatt hours. That of the e-tron GT is 85. Range. The Tesla Model S Plaid Plus is currently the longest-range electric car on the market, as it can travel a maximum of 837 kilometers on one charge. The e-tron GT with the longest range is the Quattro variant with 487. Recharge. Teslas accept a power of up to 250 kilowatts in direct current. Audis increase their capacity up to 270 and up to 11 in alternating current. Prices. According to the prices announced in the configurators of each of these brands, the cheapest Tesla Model S costs €89,990, while the Audi e-tron starts from €104,370. In any case, they are electric cars whose costs are far from the maximum collected by the Moves 3 plan to be subsidized by this incentive program for the purchase of efficient vehicles. Conclusion. These are two direct rivals, alternatives to each other and even to the aforementioned Porsche Taycan. 2 or 3 electric cars inevitably doomed to compete for a clientele that, perhaps, is more akin to a brand or a lifestyle than really to a type of car, since, on paper, both electric sedans are examples that luxury, sportiness, and electric mobility are compatible and overlapping concepts in the same car. As always, only the evaluation of the interested party, depending on their tastes and needs, can tip the decision to choose between a Tesla Model S or an Audi e-tron GT. In conclusion, both the Tesla Model S and the Audi e-tron GT offer impressive features and performance, catering to different preferences in the electric vehicle market. The Model S stands out with its exceptional range and cutting-edge technology, while the e-tron GT impresses with its luxurious design and driving dynamics. Ultimately, the choice between these two remarkable vehicles will depend on your priorities, whether you value range and tech or luxury and style. Whichever you choose, both models represent the exciting future of electric driving. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more comparisons and reviews.